Hello everyone, I am Isidro Lapuente, a researcher in political philosophy, human development, and digital transformation. Today I want to talk to you about two student protests that at first glance seem to have nothing in common. The Free America walkout in the United States and the student uprising in Bangladesh between 2024 and 2025. In the United States, we see students leaving classrooms, organizing academic strikes, and pressuring universities and elites through social media. In Bangladesh, on the other hand, young people ended up overthrowing a government after 15 years in power, even after suffering massive internet cuts and heavy repression. Are these protests incomparable? In reality, they are not. From political philosophy and Amartya Sen's capabilities approach, both express something very profound: the same rationality of collective action under very different structural conditions. Generation Z does not protest in another way because it is capricious, but because it lives in a hybrid world where the digital and the physical are completely intertwined. The key question is not whether they protest online or in the street, but what real freedom they have to act. In the United States, students know that power is no longer solely in the state, but in reputation, universities, brands, political elites. That is why their protest is symbolic, digital, and reputational. They seek to correct the system, making it more coherent and fairer. Yes, they face risks, but they are limited risks. In Bangladesh, the situation is radically different. When a government shuts down the internet, it is not regulating protest, it is denying agency. That is why young people respond with analog networks, visual signals, loudspeakers in mosques, and massive occupation of public space. Here, it is not about reforming anything, but about surviving and reclaiming dignity. Both movements share something essential. The protester is no longer an isolated individual, but a node within a network. And here comes a key idea from my research: the conscious critical digital agency. True digital agency is not just about using technology, but knowing when to use it and when to leave it behind. The lesson is clear. Without real capabilities, democracy becomes a sham. And without a freedom-oriented digital transformation, technology does not liberate, it suffocates. Generation Z has already understood this. The question is whether our institutions are willing to learn from it.